Hey there, everyone. The doctor is in, and we are about to start the affiliate stream, the affiliate anniversary stream. And with me, I have the Tired Pierogi.
Hey.
Hello there.
And hello there, Reeve. Hello there, Shadow Knight. Thank you both for being here. And we are about to get started. Had to rig this up kind of crazy here. What I've got going on is my laptop is hooked up to the Elgato, which is hooked up to the TV, which is then hooked up back to my laptop, so that way I can properly capture this at a resolution I can actually play, because otherwise it would be full screen. How do you check your anniversary? I get an email from Twitch when I'm nearing it, so yeah, here we are. And with that being said, let us begin.
So, Romaine
Dare to play.
Oh, sorry. Clicking out of the game causes it to pause. Yes, it did.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my Center of Operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Yes, and for those of you who are familiar with the Professor Layton series, that is the American voice of Luke Triton voicing Nancy. The casebook is kind of funny, though, because this is a remaster of the first case, so all of her past cases that she has information on are 22 cases that haven't happened, chronologically speaking. But anyway, alright, so we don't really care about the How to Be a Detective, because I'm already very familiar with that. Case File, on the other hand. A student named Jake Rogers was killed at the local high school last week. An undercover detective by the name of Beach asked Aunt Eloise if I could go undercover to investigate the murder. I'm posing as a new student to see what the other kids may know about Jake and his untimely end. Okay. Alright, so plane ticket it is. We're going to go with Junior Detective, just because Junior Detective has a task list that I can refer to when I'm not sure what to do next, so...
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
the whole point was to not,
I think that was about the past cases. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so Aunt Eloise says, Nancy, I had to close the school library early today, but if you need to do any research for your case, the key to the library is in the safe. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Be careful, Aunt Eloise. Okay, so let's see. Where is the safe? Here it is. Well, this sucks. I have no idea. What happens if I enter in the wrong combination? Next thing I know, the police arrive and it's like, on the floor. reminders. Talk to Jake about library books out of order. Call Nancy to get flight number. Call Jackie about Spanish schools. Oh, that's right. I've also got a phone here. Let's see, phone. Don't really want to call anyone right now. Camera. I guess this is for if I need to look something up later. Settings. Color. Blue. Yeah, I like blue. Yeah, we'll go with the Castle Malloy. Okay, is there... Those bubbles were ugly. Okay, is there...
Sorry, guys.
Well, you have to understand that the purpose of a pun is not to entertain anyone but yourself. If you entertain someone else with your pun, even better. Oh, what's this? Hidden Clues Are Everywhere is the name of the book. The Haunted Ghost Bridge. Strange things have happened on this bridge. Some people have reported hearing screams and cries from below the span. Others have reported ghostly figures looming at the end. And even others have felt a cold, tingling sensation throughout their body when crossing. No one is certain about the origin of these sightings, but the first documented case of spectral phenomenon occurred around the turn of the last century when a troop of Girl Scouts camped out here. All returned with their hair turned white. None of the frightened campers spoke a word until a year later. A year? At first, the girls just babbled incoherently or screamed or laughed. A psychiatrist specializing in traumatic experiences was asked to examine the girls, but the girls would only say one phrase: follow the X to the spot below. Okay, then. I get the feeling that's going to be important elsewhere. The first case is a little bit weird because there's like all these hidden clues that are that kind of violate the Knox rules, because like basically it's like advice that you get from random books that pop up and they're telling you how to complete the case. Let's see. During her trip with Maxine, Maggie learned an old hiker's trick. Are Lena and Maggie coming to tea? Inquired Carl. No, they've gone to see the bandit's treasure at the Land of Lakes Theater, replied Anya. Brady Armstrong is playing the lead. Ooh, I once visited Brady's restaurant in Napa, California, squealed Renate. It's called Mama Loney's. It was magnificent. I ate there, said Carl, and got sick on a jellyfish sandwich. Bob whinnied. Oh, offered Renate. You should have tried the dog's eye. It was Robin Hood. What? Wait. Magnificent. Robin Hood? Okay. Magnificent dog's eye, Robin Hood. A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in that neighborhood, joked Carl. Everyone laughed. I rarely dine out, complained Anya, only once in a blue moon. Stifling a yawn, Renate put around her Glam magazine. When are we going to return to the Big Island? Mike stood up and glared at Renate. Pish, pish, you know I'll never go back there. Oh, don't be such a baby, scolded Renate. Mike is afraid to go back because he got bit by a spider there, she explained to the other guests. He went to the ER and the bill was huge because copay is so much. My dad always wants to preach and complain about high insurance costs, muttered Lucas. You know, I always wanted to be an astronaut, Carl interrupted. Did you hear that Daryl's going to the Air Force Academy? Is he? Asked Renate, offering a plate of cutlets to her guests. Cutlets?
I don't think they know how to write a book.
No, you see, there's... I think these are important somehow. I know it's a clue of some kind, I just don't know what the clue is pointing to. Like I said, there's just these weird random clues everywhere that don't make any sense for them to exist, and yet they do.
I need something to make this work.
Yeah, well, I don't have any VHS tapes on me. Oh. I have... Oh, that's my current assignment. Never mind. Don't care about that. Alright, what else we got here? We got the... Nope, go. Okay, so the key is for something. Didn't really catch what the... Oh, I think it's a teacher's lounge key. Why can't I access this when there's nothing that apparently allows me to... Maybe it'll become important later, I don't know. Okay, what about... Can I... Okay, I thought there might have been a staircase, but I guess I was mistaken. Oh, hello.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
Good coffee. Hamburgers.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... Well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came up from searching his home, computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit in. Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities in a notebook or journal. So keep a lookout for anything like that. Anything else?
See you around.
See you later.
Okay. Let's take a look at our checklist here.
That's done.
Okay. Look around Aunt Eloise's for Greek letters, which may be the combination to her safe. Haven't really figured that one out yet. Go to the high school and talk to the students. Okay.
Check.
Aunt Eloise did leave me a note. All right.
Oh, the jukebox.
Oh, I need quarters. Darn it. I don't remember that being in the original. Oh. What is this? His...
Oh, I see it.
version of... Or... Oh, I'm having trouble reading this because we've got... His... Joe... Oh, there's an R here. His journal. There's the L. And is my cash cow. XER3. Yeah, like I said, there's like little tidbits about the story hidden in the artwork around here, and it's something that they don't do in the other games in the series.
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take you up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
Tell me about Paseo Del Mar High.
It's a great school. Good teachers, nice students, lots of after-school activities. It's just too bad what happened.
What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
Who was murdered?
A senior named Jake Rogers. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective, maybe even the FBI.
Wow, you must have some special contacts.
Just special enough to see beautiful women like yourself.
What do you mean?
Get it? Contacts? I'm wearing contacts that let me see pretty women. I should get back to work. Nice meeting you, Nancy.
Bye.
Take care. What can I do for you?
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Dang it. I think I killed my chances of getting more information out of him right now. Well, let's see.
Maybe he's nice, but it's a little creepy.
Yeah. You never know when you're going to need a ladle, folks. Also, what is that? Dear Daryl, I need to break off our date to the Sadie Hawkins dance. I'm very, very sorry, but something suddenly came up. Connie.
Man,
I didn't finish the sentence before I could tell you. No singing.
there you go, guys.
Industrial-sized food containers.
You know, a local restaurant uses one as a doorstop.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Usually every Saturday morning. Or every other Saturday morning, I should say. Hey, let's see. To Maxine, Daryl, Carl, Dooley, and Mel from Jake Rogers, RE closing procedure. Maxine wanted me to write a memo describing the finer points of closing the diner. Some people think there are some secrets to the process, but it couldn't be easier. After totaling out the cash register, the cashier brings to the cook the receipts to store in the potato bin. The cook also needs to check the life expiration dates on all foods and throw expired ones out. The cashier and cook get all food crumbs off of the counter. The cook preps all condiments for the next day. All surfaces are washed so they're bright and shiny. And then we got 1.3, 8.9.
I'm writing notes.
Oh, HGL3. I have this feeling that those are corresponding to periodic tables of elements. Let's see, work schedule. Oh, here we are. TEL3. I think that's an E. I can't really make it out. There's also some kind of a cipher here, which I'm not going to take the time to mess with because
Write it down.
no, it's
Looks like something was removed here.
the ciphers are something that are useful, but they're not necessary. On the other hand, the little markings of all the little what appear to be elements, those could be useful. thing is apparently... Let me check something real quick, folks. Okay, good. There we are. Briefly lost my mouse. Okay.
There's a mouse in the kitchen?
My cursor.
Cursing?
I'm about to be. Okay, I guess there's nothing else in the kitchen of note as of yet. We may have to go back there. I suppose I shall just have to push some buttons of my own. Alright. Let me go back to Aunt Eloise's because Ah, here we go. There we are. Yeah, something that looks like a 6. I don't remember what that particular symbol was. Oh, Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. Okay.
Are you sure that's Delta?
Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. Yeah, it's a lowercase delta, though. So,
I thought Delta was the triangle.
that's the uppercase delta. Alright, so we have Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. There we go. Oh, it's a sliding puzzle. I am not the greatest at these, so bear with me. Okay, so that's... No, this one needs to go on the left somehow. Or... Oh, no, wait, it's actually fine. Okay. No, trust me. There we go. Thank you, Reeve. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Oh, well, would you look at that? It's actually writing these down. So I got TEL3, HGL3, and XER3. Yeah. Also, because it used to be that you would have to write these things down yourself. I accidentally soft-locked myself in one of these games because I neglected to write down a phone number. Starting over. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Looks like someone already got to the first step to find Jake's answer at Maxine's, it says. So, Eloise Drew is the login name for the school computer, and the password is O Wise Elder. Nice little anagram there. Okay. Sliding puzzles are not my favorite. An ideas key. What in the world would it... Oh, wait, no. She said specifically that there was something... that the key was for something here. Key to the library is in the safe. Okay. Alright, now we are at the shul.
Fighting manatees?
You are the one for me. Sent from up above. You are the one I love. Alright, nothing on the lockers. What's over here? Student bulletin board. HEU2.
I wonder if it's the same cipher for the other one
Could be. Of course, it could. Wait. Right, left, down, up. Letters first. The. Oh, no, wait.
Will help mine play the first
Okay.
letters.
No, it's all backwards. So up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight.
I was reading
Yeah. I was going from the... we were both going from the wrong direction, but mine was the different wrong direction. Okay, I do not have the combination to this locker, so that's going to remain a mystery for now. What's over here? Find them, or... Find them, or...
Find the morning
Addition. And discover another crime. The answer is in black and white to who will do the time. Yeah. I'm glad that they don't do that in the games after this one, because that finding these supernatural hints to the mystery is just a little weird. Think needs some Ace Attorney or Layton sound redemptions. Well, we do have the Layton sound effect for when I get a new follower on the channel, but alas, we can't have people I can't just generate new followers at the drop of a hat. But you're not wrong. What in God's name is this? Is this upside down? Look it. Yeah. Alright. Well, you know what I've got? I've got a phone with a camera. Alright, let's see. Take photo. Save. View photos. Can I, like... nuts. I can't rotate the phone like this. Never mind. Well, I've got a camera of my own on my own phone. So we're going to take the picture, and then I'm just going to flip the phone around. Flip the picture around, because flipping the phone around doesn't actually work. Alright, Alright. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the looks be in the library be your answer guide. Let's see. to keep up his charade, even if it... I can't make that one out. Yeah, it says to keep up his... Alright, I can mirror the image on my phone. Hold on. At least I thought I could. Where's it going? Ah, I lost it. Okay, so edit. There we are. Flip. Done. Here we are. Ah! He did what it took to make the grade, even if it meant cheating to keep up his charade. And then the other one, I think, is upside down, but just mirrored. So let me flip it once more. Okay, what do we got? That someone must hide? No, the letters are all backwards.
The E is backwards. If you notice, the E is right side. But then when you look at the picture,
Yeah.
that's the E. There's an E you're looking at is right here.
Yeah, so it's all spelled backwards, so never mind. That someone must hide. Reflects big secret. Worn with great pride. A symbol of kanji? Yeah, Kanji. Wait, what are you doing? Why do you want my phone? I've already read all of them now. If you must. Alright. Thank you. Oh. Hello there.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
So we're over 3.
The Hulk?
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
Who are the manatees?
Paseo Del Mar's mascot is a manatee. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little sea cow.
Actually, this might be kind of funny.
Well, actually, I'm afraid of them. Aren't they really dangerous?
You're not from Florida, are you? There's nothing to be afraid of. Manatees are the friendliest underwater sea cows around. I've been trying to get the coach to change that lame mascot ever since I first made the team.
Oh, wrong. There we are.
Is there anything you're afraid of?
Me? When I walk down the halls, it's punks like Jake Rogers who fear me.
That's a lovely thing to say about a dead guy.
Maybe he doesn't realize he's dead.
Maybe.
Do you have any enemies?
My only enemies are on the field. Off the field, I'm a pussycat. Is there anything else I can enlighten you on?
I guess you'd have to be pretty tough to be number one.
Listen, sweetheart, to be the best, you gotta be aggressive and show them who's boss. Like the guy who killed Jake.
Well then.
Okay, well, he ain't the guy, obviously. Way too obvious.
Do you enjoy showing people who's boss?
I do my job out there on the field. My opponents are supposed to fear me. I like winning, if that's what you mean.
Are all football players as aggressive as you are?
You have to be aggressive if you want to win. That's why I'm the best. Is there anything else I can enlighten you on?
So, what's been going on at school lately?
Somebody killed Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers?
I knew Jake, but I didn't hang out with him. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later. How's it going?
Suspicious at all?
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He seems like a cool guy. His family used to sponsor the annual football awards dinner until last year. You know, he's the one who found Jake's body.
So I'd like to point out, this guy is so fast that he was able to complete his practicing in the moment that I blinked away from this conversation. No wonder he's so good on the field. And why he can't get a date.
How could I get into Jake's locker?
I could tear the door off with my teeth, but it just might be easier to ask Hal Tanaka. His locker was right next to Jake's.
Hal Tanaka. Oh, why does that sound like someone who might have kanji with him?
Gee.
Goodbye.
Bye, Nancy.
I like the music, though. Oh, look, they've got Cool and Spot Cola and soda, orange grape and extra pop. Yeah, the music is a little bit on the creepy side considering the context, but I do generally like the sound of it, I should say.
Right, that's
Tanaka's Amazing Commodities, yeah. Oh, wait. I know this type of puzzle here. 3, 15, 15, 12, 3, 15, 15, 12, 16, 15, 16. Alright, so let's see. 3 is C. G. Okay. Cool. Pop. Right. Wait, cool pop. And 19. What was 19? 17. Q. 18 would be R. S. Okay. Cool pop. Spot. I think. Yeah, spot. And then 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Grape. Yeah. Yeah, so cool pop. And then spot grape. Okay. So once I somehow get some cash on me, I'll have to try that out. Probably some kind of an Easter egg. Oh, hello. Found a quarter. Found another quarter. Gotta keep an eye out for shinies. Now, what's over here? Oh, what's this? Paseo High School News. Seniors, all entries and art exhibit must be picked up at the library on Thursday. See Eloise Drew for info.
The hidden videotape
will seal my murderer's fate. Okay, so the videotape is going to be important somehow. Alright. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Oh, darn. I thought there was something in the trash can. Turns out, nope. It's just the bulletin board. Hal Tanaka, I presume.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
Are you an otaku too?
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
Oh, where is it?
I heard about that. Some kid named Jake?
Oh yeah, Jake Rogers was a dark soul. He created a lot of trouble.
What do you mean by dark soul?
What do you mean by dark soul?
Jake wasn't a happy person, and made others around him very unhappy too.
How did Jake make people around him unhappy?
Jake was an ijimeko. In English, you would say a bully. He wasn't very popular. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
He's fast too.
I think it's their way of saying don't have any more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Injury?
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top school are not as good as before his injury.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular, and a good politician too. Just like his father.
Like his father.
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
Bankrupt? Ah, dang it, I can't say that. Yeah.
Do you know the combination to Jake Rogers' locker?
I'm sorry, Nancy. I can't help you with that.
Hulk said your locker's right next to Jake's. Are you sure you don't know the combination?
I remember one day Jake was mad because he couldn't open his locker. He told me he wished he had a phone handy. Would that help?
See you later.
Farewell, Nancy.
It might help. Because it's a 4-numbered password, and that means that it could be a 4-letter word that it corresponds to. What's this? Arcane contestant in a masked disguise won the prize money despite all the lies. Interesting. Alright, let's check the checklist, shall we?
Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that. Did that. Did that. Haven't done that.
Okay, haven't looked around the library.
That's done. Still have to do that.
Haven't finished talking to all the students yet, so... What do we got here? One moment here. Friends and family are invited to come to the 5th annual picnic of the Paseo del Mar Junior High School marching band meet in the parking lot at 9 in the morning. Picnic will take place December 8th at Walden Reservoir. Woodwinds and percussion should wear full dress whites except for hats. Brass recital set for later. LA U2 is the code for that one. Why do we have all these students of the month as actual people? Or they like people that won a contest or something to get their picture in the game? I do have the key to the teacher's lounge. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to be... Thank you. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to just go on in there, or if I'm supposed to wait until after hours. Well, yeah. No one lives forever.
You're not supposed to go in there.
But I have a key.
Yeah, right. I've heard that one before.
Okay, so I just gotta wait until Connie is not watching me. Gotcha. Speaking of Connie... Oh, you're the gal in the front picture. Hello. Shinies. Alright, I'm gonna come back and interview Connie later. Right now, I want to go back to that one message and then go back to the vending machine. Anything else on this bulletin board now? Okay. So, we have Cool Pop. Yeah. So Cool Pop. Spot Grape. Pop. Spot.
Refreshing.
Great.
Refreshing. I don't have enough money.
What was that supposed to do? Oh, that reminds me. Let's go take a look at Jake's locker here. So, set a phone is supposed to help. We have... Alright, so let's see. Maybe it's 5253 for Jake. That was too easy. Okay. So, judo. Alright, something about a mass marauder flattening foes, onlookers, and particular No particulars. Participants alike were stunned when an unknown last-minute entry swept the competition and won Paseo del Mar's 5th annual men's judo tournament this month. Wearing a cloth mask to conceal his identity, the winner, who identified himself only as Niniko, impressed the capacity crowd with his quickness and control, defeating opponents well outside his weight class. Such excitement and his incredible throwing techniques will make next year's competition even more of a threat. Will the Masked Man return? Nani. Will the Masked Man return? Past tense? Oh. Someone done stole the tape. Break-in at local pharmacy. Paseo County Police. Responded to a break-in at the drug station pharmacy on 80th Street in the early morning hours yesterday. Whoever it was knew exactly what they were looking for, said Police Chief Tactic. They broke in the building through the back window, took the drugs, and were out through minutes. According to the report, several vials of Hectanol were taken. We were just lucky that no other damage was done to the store, said owner Stephen Oitenta. The alarm report came into police headquarters at 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. Police had responded and were on the scene within 20 minutes. A broken window was spotted immediately, but the thief had already left the scene. Anyone with information concerning this crime should contact Paseo County Police Department headquarters. Okay, so motive could be drug-related.
Not saying he did it, but the football player Hulk said that. Wait, no, let me rephrase that. Hal said that Hulk got an injury the week prior and wasn't playing the same since.
Why do you think that that's important?
Well, because if you break a window, it's gonna hurt.
That could be. It's a Braille keypad. Interesting. Okay. Hilda Amis. Okay, let's just cut to the chase here. Lemen. Oh no, wait. Start over. Pu put. Yeah, P-U-T E-L E-M-E-N elements. Okay, I'll put elements. Okay, N-O-R-D.
And
O-R-D. Wait, I think that's... Put elements N-O-R-D. E-R.
oh, in order. Oh, that's right.
But there... Oh, there's an underlined I there that I missed. Okay.
In order.
Yeah. Put elements in order. To open puzzle. Okay. let's go talk to Connie then. Oh, was I supposed to put it in this machine? Okay, so it's cool, pop, spot, grade. There we go. I just get 80 quarters.
Hi, I'm Connie. You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
Is it that obvious I'm not from around here?
I'm a school monitor, so I have to notice these things.
You're very observant.
We girls have to stick together. There are a lot of wolves walking around campus.
Oh, what do you mean?
You wouldn't want to waste your time with any of the guys at this school. Trust me. They're all a bunch of self-centered jerks.
Except for Jake, though, right?
Please, don't insult me. No girl in her right mind would ever think of going out with him.
Why didn't girls like Jake?
Jake Rogers was a total creep. Nobody liked him. I gotta go now. Later. Hey, Nancy, need something?
At least she didn't say she's got to go elsewhere this time. It's like, don't insult my intelligence.
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
I guess that comes with the territory of being school monitor.
Normally it's not this hectic. When I figure out who's been pulling all these pranks.
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating. He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's, and drives a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
Why did you break your date with Daryl to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
It's a long story.
You can't tell me the long story. Okay.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
No. Why are you so interested in Jake anyway? I gotta go now. Later.
I do not give up that easily.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
What do you know about Hulk Sanchez?
He's a big jock on campus. Never dated him or anything.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, well, finally you don't cut off my attempts at conversation. Alright, I think that means it is time to check the library. Of course, I've got the key, so... Wait a minute. Ah, here we are. Okay. Nothing on the book returns that I need to be concerned with. Yeah, the sudden change in music does not fill me with good feelings. Breaking the code. Inside the criminal mind, an inside issue of life behind bars. From justice system, the art of solving mysteries, reading between the lines, a visitor's guide to Paseo del Mar. Ichido. Study tips and secrets, uncovering the riddle within. The Secret of Candlelight Inn, and some book whose title I can't read here. There's also, I think, either the mystery or the message of the moving shelves. Okay. Ichido. Ichido is an ancient, extremely simple, yet highly effective form of hand-to-hand combat, although it is in truth nothing more than a repertoire of dynasty precision. Blah, 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 blah. Attack stance. Up, left attack. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I have a feeling that this is related to the arcade machine in the diner. Which subsequently means that I don't really care unless it suddenly becomes relevant. What is a relic? Throughout the ages, the remains of intimate possessions of religious figures have been recovered, preserved, and venerated by their followers. Such items, known as relics, are particularly important in Catholicism. After Constantine facilitated the establishment of Christianity as the predominant religion of the Roman Empire in AD 312, consecrating new churches by securing and sometimes displaying the relics of saints became standard practice. Over the centuries, as cathedrals and basilicas were built and rebuilt across Europe, the relics associated with them often dictated their political as well as spiritual importance. Relics were kept in a cavity inside the altar, sepulchre of a church, or in a container, reliquary, or more often they were simply buried so they would become literally and figuratively part of the church's foundation. Often a relic consisted of partial remains, sometimes a single finger or a lock of hair. Sometimes it was an item a saint had habitually worn or touched, clothes, jewelry, even dishware. It was, and still is, not uncommon for the relics of a single saint to be in several different churches on several different continents. I actually heard that 13 of the 12 disciples were buried in this one particular region. Or was it 16? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch that movie. Alright, Saint Bernadette was exhumed after 30 years and seemingly immune to decomposition. As the bodies of some saints seem miraculously immune to decomposition, these incorruptibles can still be seen in churches throughout Europe, lying in state in glass sepulchres, their natural appearance belying the fact that they died centuries earlier. What follows is a survey of the relics that can be found in modern-day Venice. About some of them, much is known. About most of them, little is known. The history of many of them is a frustrating mismatch of fact and fancy. None of the relics ended up where they are by accident. Someone, sometime, believed they were sacred and went to great lengths to preserve them against the unrelenting onslaught of time and human forgetfulness. Of St. Mark. Not surprisingly, the remains of St. Mark the Evangelist are buried in St. Mark's Basilica. Famous for writing the earliest of the four Gospels of the New Testament, Mark spread the gospel as well, traveling great distances to preach, eventually founding a church in Alexandria, Egypt. When he died, his remains were enshrined at the church he had founded. The city of Venice at that time did not exist. But by 828, Venice not only existed, it was looking for a way to demonstrate its independence from both Rome and Byzantium, and to be recognized as the major commercial and cultural center it was well on its way to becoming. Consequently, a group of Venetian merchants obtained the body of St. Mark, translating it from Alexandria to the chapel of the Doge, the secular ruler of Venice. Some accounts say the merchants purchased the remains, but it's far more likely they stole them. The city rationalized its actions by recounting a story in which St. Mark, while sailing to a town nearby, was forced to wait out a storm in the lagoon. Later gave rise to Venice. An angel reportedly appeared to him and said, "Be at peace here," as in, don't be afraid of the storm. The Venetians, however, claimed the angel meant rest here, as in be buried and rest eternally here. In honor of this city's new patron saint, the Doge rebuilt and expanded his chapel, which eventually became the Grand Basilica it is today. And the city of Venice basked in its newfound status as guardian protector of one of the greatest figures in the history of Christianity. Not that this isn't fascinating, but I'm wondering how it relates. Yes, I do. But I'm also noticing that a lot of them are T. There's W-R, T-S-M, T-S-T. Okay. T-S-G. Kinda doubt it, but we'll come back and read it again once we find out its relevance, I suppose. If we find out its relevance. What is this? Oh. Perhaps one of the reference computers might be of use. Catalog search. Maybe a catalog later. But then I don't really know what else with that information. Yeah, hello. Maps. Happens to me. See, or anything that happens to me. No, S-E-A, seer. Search under my my combination. Wait. My combo in
catalog.
My combo in catalog. Okay. All right. Marie Antoinette. Petit Trianon is not here. This is where we're gonna have to come for the information on that one door lock. No, I can come back here when I need to. We might need to take the picture later, but I don't think it's gonna do us any good until we know what exactly it is that we need to make note of to begin with. Lizzie Applegate. Don't know how that's relevant yet either.
That medallion Connie is wearing is kanji for crane. That's done. Haven't done that.
Okay, so...
Check.
So, what the students have to say about each other.
Haven't done that.
Teacher's lounge computer. Find the maintenance room parking lot.
Haven't done that. Still have to do that.
Figure out a way to get Connie to leave the student union.
Check.
Okay, got that.
Can't check that off yet.
Talk to Hulk about his injury.
Still have to do that.
Still got more clues to find here.
That's done.
Okay. So she has the kanji for crane. Why is that important? Who knows? But we will find out. Alright, let's see. My combo. Nothing. Was that the rest? Phone. Yeah, 5253. Okay. Evidence. J. Rogers under my seat. So there's a seat that is somewhere that has evidence underneath. So how can we tell which is his seat? Unless it's a seat at the diner, which is entirely possible. Or it could be upstairs. I haven't tried going that way yet. You heard that too, right? Jake was here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. Lalu. Lilo. So why are bromine and mercury highlighted like that? Seems a bit odd. Hey, Rocker57, and welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the happy anniversary message. Someone appears to have tripped some sort of alarm, but I don't know who. You're well. Good to know. Good to know. It's good to hear as well. Ham radio. Morse code. Okay, well, we'll have to come back here later once that becomes relevant. Crystal skulls. I wonder if there was something. How's the puzzle solving going? It is going all right. Why does it keep giving me the returning chatter thing on there? It's like, I know that you're here. Okay, well. Oh, wrong button. Probably do well to save the game, just in case. I don't need to zoom in again. Okay. Yeah, that is very strange. Let me try one more thing here, just in case. All right, well, let me just... There we go. All right, since I'm already typing in chat, in case you're not already following him, Reeve is in the chat, and he is also a fellow streamer, so if you were not following him already, you should go check him out. He's currently playing his way through Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Alright. And it still says returning chatter. What in the world? Oh, hello. What's this? I can't read French. So what was up with... Felt like someone just take a book out of here without checking it out or something? Magazines. Anything interesting here? Sports Today.
Hectanol is a steroid and was one of the drugs stolen at the drug station.
Okay. Do you suppose that the reason that Hulk... Maybe it's not so much that Hulk had an injury that's preventing him from playing properly, but more that because the people were caught, they couldn't get their usual supply. They were... Alright, let's see here. So why did that alarm go off? I'm going to see if I can recreate the circumstances, because... Okay, let's take a look at our to-do list.
Still have to do that.
Okay, well, I think we've got as much as we can from the library right now. Let's go talk to Hulk, because it's been a minute since we talked to him.
How's it going?
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
That dude is always studying. He's a huge fan of mine. Real smart guy. But I never understood why a brain like Tanaka would hang out with slime like Jake.
Hal was a friend of Jake's?
Let's just say I saw them talking together a lot. Jake's locker was right next to Hal's.
But they weren't really friends, is that what you're saying?
Jake didn't really have friends, and Hal, he may seem pretty chill, but I've seen him crack a couple of times. He's seriously uptight.
Crack a couple of times?
He's got a temper, a bad one. He lets the pressure build and build until he's wound so tight the slightest thing sets him off. Like last week, I strike him out during gym, and he goes ballistic and charges the mound. He's got some serious issues. Now that I think of it, last time I saw them together, Hal seemed pretty upset.
What can you tell me about Connie Watson?
She hangs out at the gym a lot. I heard she's been having a real tough time.
Tough time?
I heard she's been having some money problems.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't pay much attention to Jake. I'm tired of talking about that loser.
Tell me about the robbery at the drug station pharmacy.
Why would I know about a robbery? All I know about is football.
I'm really sorry you got injured. Does that affect your chances of playing college ball?
I had a little sprain, no big deal. Within a week, I was better than before, and impressing the football scouts. I'm as strong as ever.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Or maybe he's taking steroids to make up for the fact that he was injured. Oh, hello. If anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book, page 3. Zero 5. Chemistry book, page 305. Oh, hello. Oh, we already looked at that. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the library, because I don't think we're done there. Oh, went the wrong way. Here we go. Oh, right. Gotta use the key again. Nacho Warrior, welcome in. Thank you for the happy stream anniversary. How are you doing? Chemistry book. Here we go. Hello. Thanks for remembering me. The answer to my fate lies in the box. A matchbook behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. My messages hold the remaining 18 steps. The elements tell the order. The letter and digit tell the direction. Okay, interesting. So, matchbook behind Maxine's schedule. So it looks like I can't make that out. Scorpion. I got it. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like that's some kind of scorpion. A these symbols aren't actually very helpful at all for this particular. Well, look, because see, there's nothing equivalent to that second symbol that I can see. Oh, maybe there is. Okay, so let's try this. And there's a circle with a delta, or a circle with a triangle. Maybe. Or maybe it's this one here. And there's a squiggly snake-like thing.
The only squiggly one
Is that what the inverted symbol is? Okay, well, let's try that. This thing here. Some kind of U shape with an 8 inside of it.
Where is it?
No, I don't think that's it.
This?
Maybe. And then there's like an A with the bar across the top, so could be this one. And then there's a
That one.
no.
Okay.
No, I think they might be relevant somehow, but I just don't have that information yet. Alright, so.
Haven't done that. Check. That's done. Still have to do that. Did that. Still have to do that. That's done. Check.
You're not doing well. Afraid you have a major headache due to a product drink that may now develop you may have developed an allergic reaction to, so you're keeping hydrated and flushing that drink out of your system. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Still have to do that.
Okay, haven't found all 18 steps yet, so... Alright, let's see if we can't get Miss... Oh, wait.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't know Jake was interested in video. I avoided him whenever I could.
That's not what... Or, no. No. Sorry, Hulk said that his locker was just next to Jake's. Never mind.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
That is not what Connie said, but okay.
Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie doesn't know my study habits. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
He says this while remaining at his seat. I mean, I get it. For video game's sake, they gotta keep in a kind of the same location, just so that way you can continue talking to them. But, oh well. Alright, it's better to know now than later, right? Yeah, it is better to know now than later, for sure.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
Your medallion has a symbol that means crane, and crane is the name of the judo school on the poster in the gym.
What a coincidence. Funny, I never noticed. I gotta go now. Later. Hey, Nancy, need something?
Hulk told me money's been tight for you these days.
What a dork! Hulk Sanchez doesn't know the first thing about my life. He needs to get a life and stop talking about mine.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay. I think we have extracted... Well, maybe not everything from the school. We might have we gotta find a way to get her away from that thing. But to do that, I feel like our best bet's a fire alarm, which I'm not seeing. So how would I go about triggering some kind of alarm to lure her away? Let's try going back to the diner and seeing if we can't get some more information out of Daryl, perhaps.
What can I do for you?
Do you know Connie Watson?
Not that well. She keeps to herself a lot. I've always thought there's something mysterious about her. Kind of the same way I feel about you.
Thanks for the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone.
That's cool. I'm just saying, not playing.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
Why were you in Jake's locker?
I'm writing an article about the murder for the school newspaper.
Oh. I have no idea. What else can I do for you?
Do you know why Connie broke your date to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
No, it was really weird. But what was even weirder is that she took Jake instead of me. Like I said, she's mysterious.
What can you tell me about Hal Tanaka?
Hal's an exchange student who's all scholarships and study. He's very intense about becoming a doctor.
How well do you know Hulk Sanchez?
Big guy, big muscles, big dreams. A lot of football scouts have been coming over to watch him play. He must be under a lot of pressure to perform.
Didn't I hear that you found Jake's body?
Yeah, I did. The student council president gets keys to the school. We had an early morning council meeting and I found him lying there. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I really don't want to think about it right now.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
I mean, you know, fair. Particle blast aggregation is out of order. Ahoy, matey. Your job be to scrub our barnacle-ridden decks by blasting 'em out of the way with your magic ball, but be on the lookout for creatures and objects with special powers. Scrubbing a chest increases your paddle size. Scrubbing a mine decreases your paddle size. Scrubbing at an enemy slows down the magic ball. Scrubbing a whirlpool speeds up the magic ball. Good luck and start your scrubbing. I have absolutely no idea if this is actually required for the case. Pretty rudimentary, though. I wonder if there's like some sort of special prize for getting a high score. Level 3. How many levels are there anyway? Level 4. This reminds me of a puzzle loop. Alright, I'm gonna do one more level after this one, and if the game does not end by then I'm just going to call it quits and move on to something else. Come on. There we go. can get these last two pretty quickly here. My eyes are starting to glaze over. That's enough of that for now. No, go. Oh, I have a quarter. I can play goose. I like the music, but I'm not sure why it's called goose.
Good recovery on Daryl's question about Jake's locker.
Thanks, Uncle Steve.
But reported for school newspaper? It's not that great of a cover.
I had to think on my feet. How can I get into the teacher's lounge?
Look, Nancy, maybe this assignment isn't for you. I can't be holding your hand all the time. Your job is to come to me with solutions, not problems.
When the police looked through Jake's locker, did they take a videotape?
No. We didn't. You're thinking there's something important on that tape. Important enough that Jake hid it.
Something like that.
Good lead. Find that videotape, Nancy.
I found a notepad in the library that seems like a message from Jake.
Really? Tell me more.
It says things to remember me and seems to give clues about the answer to my fate lies in a box.
This is the best lead we've had. I think it could break the case. Follow whatever directions he gave to find this box. His journal could be in there. Excellent work, Nancy Drew. But remember, you need to keep a low profile and be careful.
See you around.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Let's see, what was the one? Let's see, there was a matchbook by the schedule. There was a matchbook somewhere, but it's a matchbook in the slightest, so. Alright, maybe there's a fire alarm somewhere in the library. Because, like, surely there's gotta be something. Because I'm seeing, like, a lot of fire extinguishers. No fire alarms. Fire alarm has gotta be the most surefire way to get Connie away from that desk. You missed those types of PC games in the old computer screen system? Yeah. I mean, definitely worth checking these out once there's like a Steam sale or something, you know? Because they have bundle deals that you can get. Unfortunately, the bundle deals are not all in order, so they give you like them according to categorization, which isn't really a big deal. Considering they're not like super continuity heavy, but it is just a little bit frustrating in that you can kind of see the series evolution over time and going back and forth between games that are not in chronological order does not really translate well to that. Although I will say that it's not like some games honestly kind of regress in terms of how good they are, I will admit. on this one? I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did.
Haven't done that. Did that.
Okay, talk to Connie about the medallion.
Still have to do that.
Need to get to the...
Can't check that off yet.
I didn't read everything in Jake's locker, so how did I not do that? Because I could have sworn that I had. Alright, let's, come on here. Let's head over to Jake's locker. Okay. This is the long way around, ain't it? Nuts. Alright. What's so funny? Wait, didn't it? Wait. Alright. Oh, I gotta enter this code every single time? Okay, I think it was 5253. English essays, that's what I missed. Oh. Etiquette is the art of communicating in a method that puts the receiver at ease and elicits a feeling of comfort. Etiquette is also essentially founded on reason. When studying etiquette, one must always be on the guard for incomplete and specious instruction, or specious instruction, I'm not sure. Just as several questionable lawyers have established many unreasonable laws, so likewise many teachers of this fine art have introduced unreasonable etiquette practice. Our main objective in etiquette is to adjust out behavior in several distinct ways. One adjustment is our behavior towards men, women, superiors, our equals, and those below us. For example, it would be downright rude to attempt to persuade a man or woman equal to us to eat against their wishes. However, it would be ignoble not to attempt to persuade someone of lesser means to eat. It is critical we all understand these significant nuances. Like, for example, a child who needs to eat, otherwise they will die. Get everything out of here? I don't remember. I think I did. Where did I get? Alright, let's take a look here.
Did that.
Now I've read everything in Jake's locker.
Did that.
Talked to Hulk about his injury.
Did that.
Looked around the library for clues. So now I just gotta figure out how to get Connie out of the way.
Still have to do that. Still have to do that.
And I got it. Lady Catherine. You're adorable. Did I get all the bulletins? Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. Say pizza to drugs. Say no to yes. Or was it say drugs to pizza, say yes to no? I don't remember.
That's off limits for you. That's
But
for
I have a
teachers
key.
Only.
But I have a key.
I don't care if you have a search warrant. You're not going in.
Such rude pun. Also, that was some voice direction that I think needed to have been adjusted ever so slightly, because it should have sounded, I don't care if you have a search warrant, you're not going in.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
I need you to snuff off on out of here and get away so that way I can get into the teacher's lounge. Either that, or you just leave me alone while I get into the teacher's lounge to begin with. Either way... Okay, I already got that one. Alright.
Bye.
I must go now, Nancy.
Okay, already got that one. Maybe there's another one up here that I've missed somehow. Or not. Part of me, mind you, a very small part of me, kind of wishes there were like some kind of reward or something for picking up litter and putting it in the trash, but that would just be another chore to do with the game, and I don't know. Oh! Grape, grape, orange, cool. Will play the alarm in the school.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay. No.
Great, you broke it!
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
Connie, the student monitor, to the rescue. Again.
There we go. Like I told you, I have a key. The trophy was not the only prize AGD won, but also money of a greater size. That would point to Hulk's involvement somehow. Aw, quarter. I wanted a snack. Gray Enterprises posts third loss by Hedda Hooper. Gray Enterprises reported a $500 million second quarter loss Tuesday, but CEO and founder Eugene Gray remained optimistic about a struggling company. We anticipate increased defense spending in the next year. Our new missile guidance system, Bright Aurora, will be online in 6 months, and we foresee accelerated growth from this new system. A recent Senate hearing examining possible leaks of classified information in the Paseo del Mar company has soured many investors. Gray Enterprises stock has sunk by almost 75% in the past year. Despite these setbacks, some analysts remain positive about Gray Enterprises' future. They're the most innovative developer of military hardware, said industry analyst Brenda Bombecker. If they can weather the current storm of mismanagement and loss, they'll do very well with Bright Aurora. Mr. Gray said his company will report a strong profit this year. Interesting. Sounds like... Ah.
Did that.
Oh, right. Let's see. Eloise Drew. Oh, wise elder. Security report. Passwords. Okay, to the maintenance room. The password is note. Okay.
Did that. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, it says look for Auntie Eloise's password in a safe place. We got it in the safe.
That's done. Did that.
Okay. Mail. Eloise, we need to find a replacement for Jake Rogers for Baltimore duty. Please send me a list of candidates you recommend for this duty, Principal Parker. Okay, to-do list maintenance. Clean stairwell near cafeteria. Repair lock opening web door. Check the requirements for doors. Call Dillon HVAC for boiler service. Change password to boiler room door. So again, that boiler room door is note. At least I'm assuming it is because it is the maintenance room. CD-ROM. I don't have a CD. Recycle is empty. Help. Okay, well, that's... No. No. Well, there's a CD, but I can't really do anything with it. Why do I get the feeling it was a CRT when this was originally made? Not sure if that's relevant. Ah, security report. Let's see, 5:15 p.m. Lights left on in the library. Sent email to E. Drew. 6 p.m. All outer entrance doors checked and locked. Backpack belonging to Connie Watson found in student union placed and lost and found. Several outside security lights are out. Work orders submitted. Toolbox from Dillon HVAC service left in boiler room. Left note with maintenance. 7 p.m. Patrolled outside. Grounds on foot. Dumpsters by cafeteria will not properly secured. Several raccoons in area. I've sent several notes to kitchen staff to secure dumpsters. This needs to be addressed. 8 to 5 p.m. Observed young man peering through school entrance doorway. He identified himself as an exchange student and was trying to retrieve his homework. I let him in and escorted him to his locker and escorted him out of the building. At approximately 8:30 p.m., I overheard two individuals arguing outside Geyser Gym. When I approached them, two males ran down Rutherford Street. The first male was approximately 5 foot 5 inches, 120 pounds, red hair, 15 to 18 years old. He wore a green windbreaker and jeans. The second male was 15 to 18 years old and wore a football jersey with the numbers 8 or 0 on it. 9:25 p.m., caught several students soaping teachers' lounge windows. Students admitted that they were engaged in a senior prank. I instructed the students to clean the windows and to leave campus. The students involved were Daryl Gray, Nathan Gomber, and Yvonne Wong. The students' names have been given to Principal Parton. Heard screams from East Sarawell at 12:01 a.m. After calling 911, found male teenager who apparently fell from stairs. Attempted to apply first aid. See police report for further details. Okay. Anything interesting in the filing cabinets? Senior final paper.
This looks exactly like the one in Jake's locker.
So it is. What is that?
Check.
So now I need to talk to Hal about the essay that he copied. I also need to check the library for information on... Hello.
Hello?
You better stop your nosing, or it'll get bent way out of shape. Dylan, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and cooling. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. You called me and threatened me?
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw your caller ID number.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, miss, if you're having trouble with your air conditioning. We'll send a technician to find a permanent solution.
I'm not talking about air conditioning. I'm talking about you threatening me.
I didn't threaten you.
Look, I'm not going to play this game with you.
Oh, I was clicking on the wrong one.
Hello? Is this Martha Winterglassen? Who is please calling me?
No. I'm trying to reach Ned Nickerson.
Nancy, it's Ned. I thought with you being undercover and everything, I had to take on a different persona.
Ned, I'm the one who's undercover, not you.
Okay. I guess I'll just go undercover vicariously through you, which for some odd reason feels very deja vu-ish.
It'd probably be a good idea if you didn't mention my assignment to anyone. You never know who may be related to this case, even up at Emerson.
Your secret's safe with me, along with your heart.
Oh, you're such a sweetie.
Enough lovey-dovey talk. It'll make me miss you even more. So have you found any homicidal secrets yet?
Okay, so this is just asking for hints. I don't really want to ask for hints.
I gotta go.
Ciao.
So why is it that air conditioning would call and threaten me? Seems to be a bit odd, to say the least. Welcome back, Reeve. You have missed us being threatened by an air conditioning man. Alright, so now so let's I believe that the let's see. I think TEL3 is where I would start. So TE is where exactly on this? Okay, there's TE. Alright, so L3 means we go to IN. That's IR. Okay. Oh, in. I see. Okay. So now I just got to figure out which order to put everything in. So XER3. So sound like the music could have fit in Metal Gear for a second. Yeah, kind of does at some points. Alright. So let me make some notes here, and so we've got and XE. Where is XE here? I'm having trouble. R3. Okay. Okay, so Y. Okay. HG, L3. HG, HG, HG. IR. Okay, IR. D2. KR. It's L2, that's SE. K. R1. CA. Y. Is an element called Y? Oh, so there is. Y, D3, 1, 2, 3, SC. C, R1, N. Okay. And AS goes up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? It's a BI. Okay. LA goes up to HF. HF goes L1. Lalu. Oh. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way then. LU. Yeah, HF. ZN. Zinc. D1. So CD. NA. L3. Sulfur. So S. And I goes up to CL. ZR, R4. RU, okay. CL goes to D2. I. Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
How can I figure out the puzzle box that Jake left?
Until you can find the first step, you won't be able to. But in the meantime, look for his 18 steps. Think chemistry.
Bye, Ned.
Tschüss.
Okay, so I guess we can't find the first step. But, oh, right, I was going to the library to find a book on Braille, which is going to be the reference section. Okay. It's kanji. Marie Antoinette. Lizzie Applegate. There we are, Braille. Okay. So, we have in, which is dot, space, dot, and another dot. Okay. Next is dot. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna take a picture because that'll be easier than trying to make note of it all. Okay. So now, we go to the maintenance room. I have a strange feeling that I'm gonna want to save here. Alright, so N is O T and E. Establish the defensive system. Emergency instruction. Positive high temperature condition must be investigated by a moment. Okay. Alright, well, I guess, Oh, I need to talk to Hal about the essay he copied. Right. Okay.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed. My family will be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made. Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year. I had to take extra courses to earn the scholarship. Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for the rest of the semester, or he would tell my family everything. What else could I do? My family was depending on me to succeed.
Were you desperate enough to kill him?
I was not happy about the situation, but I would never kill anyone. I value human life. Please don't tell anyone about this, I beg you. You will gain nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this mistake, even if it takes the rest of my life.
If you didn't kill Jake, do you have any idea who did?
When I delivered Jake's homework to him the other day, he mentioned being late for a meeting with Daryl Gray. It was very strange. I didn't know they were friends.
Oh. Wrong button. Oh, come on. Where's my mouse? There it is.
Bye.
I must go now, Nancy.
Okay. I'm going to save here just for a moment, because I need to get up and move about. It is that time. So give me just one moment while I put this on pause. And I will be right back. Enjoy the ads. Okay, we are back. Okay. Where was I? So now we need to go speak with Daryl Gray.
Hey, gorgeous. Glad you stopped by.
What's the word on the street?
Well, your uncle isn't here if that's who you're looking for. I'm sorry for saying this, but he's kind of a Mr. Cranky Pants.
How so?
He's on edge from drinking all of our coffee, and last week he seriously freaked out on me.
What happened?
I don't know. He lost something in the diner and accused us of stealing it. He went kind of psycho.
Really?
Hal Tanaka told me Jake said he had a meeting with you once, but I thought you said you hardly knew him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had to talk to me about work.
Someone said you were caught soaping up the windows on the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, I totally got busted. It was a senior prank. I had to spend 2 days in detention.
Wasn't that the night Jake was murdered?
Yeah, I guess it was. Never really thought about that.
Is your dad the owner of Gray Enterprises?
Yep, that's him. I have an internship in the computer department at the plant. It's mega boring, but it'll look good on my college application.
Didn't I hear that Gray Enterprises went bankrupt?
So what if it did? My dad is working really hard to get the company back on track, and it doesn't help to have vultures like you gloating over it.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I didn't mean to gloat.
That's okay. I'm just a little touchy about it. What else can I do for you?
Talk to you later.
Oh, before I forget, someone left this note for you. It was on the counter when I got back from break.
Oh. A letter from me with very strange lettering. That's not... Oh, and it's from Dylan HVAC. This gets better and better.
I have the solution to your mystery. Meet me in the basement of the maintenance room at the high school.
Bye, Nancy.
That is such an obvious trap. It's not even funny. It kind of is. But it's also not. Alright. Yeah, see, I knew there was trouble in the basement. I just wasn't sure of when. So that's why I needed to save. Which is why I saved earlier. Ah, good, it's already unlocked. Alright, service elevator.
It's too hot to reach.
So we've got chains connecting all these bars. Unfortunately, though, oh, even better. I can't. Okay. So, don't want to save. Want to load. Yeah. Wait a minute. second chance soda, second chance safe. Huh. Apparently, if I'm not careful, I can actually mess something up. There is a tool that I need. I just remembered from when I first played the original years ago. And it's really dumb. They've got bolt cutters propping up a gas pipe to make sure the gas pipe doesn't fall out and start leaking all over the place. And now I've got a ladle there instead. Can we get the health inspector or OSHA out here, please? Because that's like a violation on so many levels. Okay. So, we're going to try this again. No, 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 no. Not that OSHA. Get that out of my chat. He referenced a series that shan't be named. First thing we do, cut the stinking chain off there. Second, grab the gloves because it's just foolishness to try to touch these without them. Okay, so we need this on the left, down to the far right, and up the top, middle, left. Okay, yep. Good news, you got an awesome tan on your trip to Florida. Bad news is, that is if you consider third-degree burns a tan. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so we cut that. Gloves. There we go. Oh, thank you, Nacho. Okay, so that's yeah.
That's done. That's done. Did that.
Okay. So now let's check that. Okay, wait, there was something that she said was too hot to touch earlier, wasn't it? Oh.
Let's probably vent shopping.
Oh, right, because the way out was broken. Oh, good, that's still working. Alright, so... I guess the thing to do is go to the shul. Thank you, Rave. Alright. Oh, actually, no. Before we, do anything at the school, I have a better idea. Oh. Derp. Wrong way. Drug station, Hectanol, 200 milligrams. Oh, there's a big surprise. I'm about to have a heart attack and die from that surprise. It's a blackmail tape. Interesting how he's got dirt on everyone but Daryl Gray. No, he had dirt on Connie, too. She stole the trophy. Or put a trophy in her locker. No, Daryl doesn't have a character model because he's dead. Daryl's the one who owned the videotape. Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking Jake. Sorry. Why did I get that backwards? Okay, so... there's a chemistry book. But... so, let's see, the matchbook. So we start with this one. Do you know what that symbol's for, by any chance? Okay. Okay, no worries, Nacho. Okay, so we start with this one. And then... It has to do with the elements somehow, but how? Like, it... Is that... the symbol for Mercury or something? Maybe there's a reference book around here that'll explain it. No, I don't speak French. Yeah, which means I can't go with Bill to do noble things for the good of all. The symbol is the astrological sign for Pluto. Okay. Well, how does that correspond to the periodic table of elements, then?
Well, I also,
Oh, plutonium.
well, I also
Yeah, I know. Alright, let me go back to that periodic table real quick. And let's see, where's plutonium? Ah, then wait, that's platinum. Where's plutonium? Radium, barium, potassium. Plutonium is an element on the table, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. There's polonium here.
can you zoom in on the map?
No, unfortunately. I can see platinum, I can see palladium. PU, where? I don't see PU anywhere. Wait, do they not have a PU on
Yes,
here?
there is.
Where? Which color is the section? I feel like I'm blind as a bat right now.
No, because it's not with the table and that.
Oh,
Right there, or PT.
that's platinum. We need PU. Atomic number 94. Oh. Atomic element number 94. Okay, so never mind. So how does the astrological... That doesn't make any sense. What? How does this astrological symbol for Pluto connect with the periodic table of elements, unless there's some sort of alchemical meaning behind it? Oh, wait, I'll call Ned.
Hi, Nancy.
Okay, I think I found the first step to solving Jake's book. Now what?
Make sure you found the other steps you'll need to solve the puzzle. Push down the symbol that's on the matchbook, and then follow the directions on the bulletin boards where Jake left an element's abbreviation and a direction. Put the elements in order based on the periodic chart. So HE is the first element you'd start with. U2 stands for moving up 2 spaces. Carbon is the next in order, and so the next button you'd push is R1, or 1 space to the right, etc., etc.
Okay. So HE is...
Talk to you later.
Tschüss!
I don't know if I'm going to complete this tonight because I can't remember how long this was. This actually seems like it might be relatively short. If I don't wrap it up in an hour, then we'll continue at another time. Oh, okay. So it says HE, helium, is what we start with. So, let's see here. Which means that, unfortunately, that means, according to how long to beat, 3 hours. Okay. I don't remember these being this short. Maybe it's a first installment thing. Let me find my notes here. Alright, so we have HE and U2. Or no. Where's the HE? Okay, so we have X, E, R3. HG, L3. TE, L3. HEU2. Okay, that's right. IR D2. KRL2. KR1. C, R1. AS, U4. LA, U2. HF, L1. ZN, D1. NA, L3. I, U2. ZR, R4. CL, D2. AG, D1. Okay. So we start with HEU2. Okay. So that goes up to, so it either goes to RN or XE. Okay, we've got XE, so that's R3 next. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Y is okay, so all I gotta do is just make sure I get all this in order, and then I can put do the combination on the safe. So then Y is D3. 1, 2, 3. So AC. Oh, wait, no. I'm a dunce. SC. Sorry. Wait a minute. 1, 2. I don't know. It either has to be SC or LA, I think. Okay, LA is you too. That doesn't make any sense because it should be SC. Right. Alright, let's... Alright, let's try what we have so far and see if we get to the right location. So we have HE, which is here. We go up 2. And then X. This is XE, so we go 1, 2, 3 to the right. Ah, nope. 1, 2, 3 to the right. That's the left. So here's HE 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah. HE, XE, R3. So 1, 2, 3. Y. D3. Well. Oh, maybe I can't go beyond the borders. Down 3. Why did I do that again? Oh, okay. So somehow I missed a step. Now it's D3. What am I missing? There actually is a logic to what I'm doing here, believe it or not. Welcome back. Oh, that's why. That's because I did that part wrong. There we go. may seem like I'm trying to brute force this, but in actuality, here we go. There is a method to my madness here. Okay. Because I can't move diagonally, you see. Each one I find, the trail gets easier. Ah, okay, so the next one is going to be up. There we go. Okay, so that means it's either got to be this symbol or the one to the left, or we're going to try... Okay, it can't be this one. Or can it? If it's that one, then the game ends. Right there. Okay, it wasn't that one. Okay. Oh, what? This one. Okay. Okay, left or down, what do you think? What? Oh, wrong button. Oh, I just skipped a step. Wrong button again. Common sense dictates that it would have to be this one. But why isn't it? Well, because so far, each one of these has been either directly to the left, right, up, or down from one of the other buttons. So you see, this one's left, this one's up, this one's to the right, this one's up, this one's left, down, down. So it should be this button. Okay, well, that's fine. We can just, now the rest is actually brute forcing. Okay, right, down, left, up, right. Okay, so try the O. Nope. Nope, not that one. What? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Ah, for crying out loud. Okay. So I've pressed each of these buttons. I thought I pressed the door. Or whatever that symbol is. Okay, I know I pressed that one. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm looking up the answer. This is ridiculous. Because I've used every single possible. So HE, R1, L3. Wait a minute. they were in order of their atomic number. That's why I was getting it all mixed up. I'm okay, guys. So let's try this again. So we have this symbol here, then we go U2, R1, L3, D2, R1, D1, U4, L2, D3, R4, D1, L3, U2, R3, U2, L1, D2, L3. So I'd screwed up when I hit that one. That's weird. Okay. I had a horrible feeling that maybe that one that I'd hit last was like some kind of red herring, but I'm like, nah, why would they do that?
This is the story of a student council president gone terribly bad. Let's take a look at what kind of homework he's bringing home from Daddy's top secret military industrial aerospace factory. But what does Daryl do with this stuff? He's too stupid to really know what it all means. But he's not too stupid to know how much these industrial secrets are worth. You see, Daryl's selling out to our local air conditioning guy, Mitch Dillon. Not sure what a guy specializing in HVAC does with satellite schematics, telemetry encodings, and signature intelligence, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's not exactly legal. But it's probably worth a lot of money to Mitch to keep it quiet. Breaking news, check it out. I found out who Mitch is selling Daryl's secrets to. This dude, can you imagine? This dorkoid is the ringleader of some kind of clearinghouse for military secrets. And Mr. Clueless just forgot his journal full of important notes like contact numbers, system passwords, project code names, amounts paid, etc., etc. And some other stuff I don't understand, but I can tell that this guy will pay top dollar to get it back. But just in case, should anything happen to me, I'm putting the journal in a safe place. I taped it underneath one of the book carts at the school, but I doubt he'll give me much trouble. Just a ton of cash. So if you find this video, come look me up. I'll probably be long gone from Paseo del Mar and tanning my bod on my very own private island, retired at 17.
Aunt Eloise? Is that you?
I somehow doubt it.
Detective Beach, I didn't expect you.
I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. You seemed kind of in a hurry. Did you find the journal?
Yes, I found your journal.
My what?
Jake's journal. I found Jake's journal.
No, you said my journal. You said that you found my journal. Why don't we step into the living room and have a nice chat about where my journal is, Oh, and why don't you give me your cell phone? I'd hate to be interrupted during our little tete-a-tete.
So, this Detective Beach, an undercover assignment, was just a ruse to get me to find your journal. You killed Jake, didn't you?
Yes, I did con you into this undercover charade, and you just ate it up. I mean, you had the lingo, the self-important attitude. You're a real Snoopy Susie, aren't you? But as far as murder goes, no. That was my former partner, Mitch Dillon. But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy. Where's my journal?
All right, let's see here. Where's going to be my best bet? I don't think it's going to be in the... I don't have a mirror. Oh, wait. She said, don't enter the wrong combination in the safe. So it's in the entrance behind the tapestry.
It's in the entrance behind the tapestry.
What's the combination?
Zeta Mu Mu Pi.
Zeta Mu Mu Pi.
That's not it, Nancy.
Kappa Lambda Kappa Sigma.
Kappa Lambda Kappa Sigma.
You're trying my patience, Detective Drew. What's the combination?
Mu Pi Phi Zeta.
Mu Pi Phi Zeta.
Hey! What the? Get me out of here, Nancy Drew!
I'm sure the police will be happy to transfer you to another set of bars. So long, Detective Beach. And hello, prisoner number 4321A. Dear Dad, case closed. Mitch Dillon and his boss, formerly known as Detective Beach, are on their way to prison. The police still don't know his real identity, but his trade in top-secret information has been stopped, thanks to Aunt Eloise's burglar-proof safe. Daryl has confessed to selling information about his father's military projects. Despite the damage this has caused Gray Enterprises, Daryl's father has forgiven him. Connie returned her trophy, but the judo club refused to take it and is opening their competitions to women next year. Hulk agreed to pay for the damages to the pharmacy, and Hal has gotten his scholarships. And I'm headed to the beach, where the only cover I'm going to go under is a beach blanket. See you soon, Nancy.
What is the name of the local newspaper? I think it's the Paseo Times. Okay, so these are like the little trophies or achievements you can get. Didn't find all the quarters, did not play every jukebox song, did not reach the last level of Barnacle Blast, did not read every single book in the library, did not confront all the Weasley suspects somehow. I thought I did, but oh well. And I didn't follow up on every lead? What? Guess I have to have a specific number of soft drinks to get that one. Oh well.
I've always wanted to visit Japan, from the exotic food and wild fashion in the cities to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns. I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, P.G. Crowmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner. I've already heard that the ryokan I'm staying in has quite a reputation. I'm not sure exactly for what, though. Well, I'll find that out soon enough. Join me in my next adventure, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Okay. Well, that's a very different ending from what I remember. Because one of the complaints, I guess, about the original version of this game is that the bad guy is 100% Mitch Dillon, who you never meet over the course of the game, which means, you don't actually get to put your deductive reasoning skills to work. And it violates the whole, the culprit must be someone you've actually met in the early parts of the story. So that's, but, yeah, there was like a thing going on it's also going on out in the parking lot, and you had to grab a gun to keep from getting shot. It was a little more anticlimactic than this one was, but it at least didn't have a cage falling out of nowhere. Like, who has a cage guarding their safe like that? Apparently Eloise, yeah. I was expecting, like, maybe it was going to alert the police to what was going on there and that they'd show up.
Dare to play.
But no. Well, okay, Batman would have it, but that's because he's Batman.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
Yeah, we know you're
This is
Nancy
my
Drew.
center of operations.
All right, shush. Okay, well, that is... Yeah, here we go. There we are. That's the end of this anniversary stream. Let's see if there's anyone I should like to raid right now. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give Icky Swashbuckler a raid. She is playing Dead by Daylight, so if that's not your cup of tea, feel free to duck out. But this is Dr. Novelle signing out. Thank you so much for being here for the anniversary stream. See you on Sunday with more Final Fantasy VII. Where's the raid button? Here we go. Yep. Yeah, see you on Sunday with more Final Fantasy VII. In the meantime, y'all have a good one. Let us begin the raid.